I know. At least Mommy tried to get home earlier tonight for you. Because I know Daddy had some stuff he wanted to go do, too. Hello. Sorry, I'm in my bedroom again because my son's in the living room on TikTok or whatever, playing his game. So, um, after I get done with this live, though, I might, that's just Bella in the background you see over my shoulder there, stretching because he's on Daddy's pillow. Kalika, you can't see, she's out of camera shot. Uh, and sorry I'm so shadowed. Let me see if I can fix that. Which angle is better? I guess it's going to be about the same no matter what side you do. Dang gummit. Oh, good. Battery's still okay. So I shan't have to worry about it. But the live before this, I haven't even had a chance to see how long it ran before it stopped. And this is viewable by everyone. So this is another experiment. You won't see me do this very often, but in the spirit of Yule and holidays and some new witches that maybe would like to join my subs and, learn along with us, But I'm warning you guys now, anybody that's watching this or anybody that pops in, I don't want any little kids and I don't want any trolls. If you pop into my live and it's not something you think you're going to like or you think it's stupid or whatever, can you keep your comments to yourself and just leave? Because the first troll that comes in here for this and tries to ruin things or some jerk to be a jerk, I will boot them and I will stop the live because I'm not going to tolerate it. I will stop the live and do another one and only allow subscribers to, say anything because, you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you right back. Right now I'm trying to find where the ceremonies are because I honestly don't remember. Let's see. Don't think that's it. That's some card readings. Manifestation stuff. Okay, now I got to try and find where that, and I don't have my glasses, so I'm not seeing this right anyway. Let's see. No, that's not it. Okay, come on, book. Please don't fight me today. I've had a heck of a day. Invocation to the god and goddess. It's got to be this one. I don't know. I'm having trouble finding this thing because, like I said, I don't have my... Psychicism and the paranormal. I hate when I can't find a page because I don't remember if it's further back this way or what. Witch's Pyramid. Long rod staff. I still can't find it. Probably because I don't have my glasses and everything's a blur. So I'm going to probably have to go out here in a minute and get my glasses. Let's see. Lama's Ritual. Sorry if I'm in your way. Yeah, I heard him. It sounded like he was thrown up. I don't know where though, or if it was a hairball or Bella a few minutes ago. At least I thought it was him. So we might want to check the bed, make sure he didn't do it on the bed.
Shit.
Okay, good. Sorry. Okay, that's Sowen. Oh, God has helped me. Okay. Yule. Here we go. Oh, I was only one page off. So I got to remember that it's the one that has the business card. Okay. Now that at least I found that, let me go get my glasses or I'm not going to be able to see to even read anything. Where is it here? Look out, Lincoln. Take it in and find it. Got to make more room for myself over here. There. Now let me see what I'm freaking doing. What would probably be another good light source too, now that I'm thinking about it, is I do have a lamp here on the desk right here that, let me see how far it reaches. Because this desk used to be down at Normia's for like a long time. And my lamp, and when I knew I was getting this desk, I'm just unwinding the cord little by little, and I'm trying not to make a mess here. Hang on. But when I knew I was getting this desk, I got an ensemble to go with it. And I'm hoping the cord's long enough that it will actually fit. We'll see. There we go. That's much better. Oh, yeah, there we go. Except I don't need it in my face. So I got a little ensemble. I got the colors green and white and black. So my lamp is green. I got my little metal desk organizer that's also green. And that was part of my thinking behind that. So, okay. All right. Now, the way I've been doing this lately is just, it's the easiest for me right now, because normally I'll get up and I'll cast a circle and do that whole bit. But today, guys, I'm just too tired. It's been a busy day, kind of nonstop, this, that, or the other going on. And my son is doing a live in the living room, so I have to do mine back here. But, that's not too awful terrible, because at least I have a chair I can sit in that he doesn't take over. And I got just me back here, but I have to leave the door cracked for the cats, because they're used to being able to come in and out of the bedroom and stuff. But anyway, when I was getting this desk, to conclude on this for now, I went with a green and black theme. And the office chair I wanted was going to be green and black. Well, as it turns out, this one I'm sitting in now is a black one that Chris gave me because he got a better one for himself. So I got this one. But I've got my unicorn pillow up against my back because, I have back issues and trouble and everything. So anyway, so I'm exhausted. But because I just don't have the energy and everything right now, and I don't feel like dragging anything else back here, I'm just going to say the words and everything like I do. And then if you want to write them down and do your own personal ritual, that's fine. You know, Yule, winter solstice. Other names: Mean, Gemrid, Alban, Arthuon, Modtrinket, Mother Night. Never heard of any of those. I'll just stick with Yule, thank you, or winter solstice. December 20th, 21st, or 22nd, depending upon the calendar. Sun at 1 degree Capricorn. Yay, Capricorn. Meaning of the word Yule means wheel. Scandinavian derivation. Solstice means the sun stands still. Primary ritual focus: rebirth and renewal, seining or blessings in ritual form, burning of the Yule log, which I don't have one, sadly. Age of holiday: wooden pillars throughout Europe aligned with the rising sun of the winter solstice have been recently dated to 32 to 3000 BC. Newgrange in Ireland, Maze, Howe, Howe in Scotland, Stonehenge, and the Dorset Cursus in Britain, enabling us to currently calculate this holiday to be at least 5,000 years old. Popular mythos: Battle of Oak and Holly King, Oak King wins, Divine King, the Stag and the Wolf, Festival of the Dark God, as seen in the German Belsnickel. Astrological sign: 1 degree Capricorn, Earth cardinal, planetary ruler Saturn. It was a custom of the pagans to celebrate on the same 25th of December, the birthday of the sun, at which they kindled lights in token of festivity. In these solemnities and revelries, the Christians also took part. Accordingly, when the doctors of the church perceived that the Christians had a leaning to this festival, they took counsel and resolved that the nativity should be solemnized on that day. Scripture, Cyrus, 4th century AD. Thus Christmas began, and the dark god of the pagans, represented by the first stranger to set foot in one's house bearing gifts, is the surrogate for Cernunnos, Herne, the hunter, and Old Nick, who grew into the character of Santa Claus, yet the celebration of winter solstice is far older than the 4th century. The word Yule is of Scandinavian origin, and the Yule log is the domestic counterpart of the communal Yule bonfire. Normally made of oak, sometimes ash, the log was originally dedicated to the Teutonic Thor, god of courage and fire. It was his job to dispel the cold and dark of the harsh northern winters and bring the warmth of the sun back to the people. The Yule log, therefore, was burned in sympathetic magic, hoping to inspire the god to share his blessings and bring back the sun. Decorated with ivy, ribbons, and evergreens, the log was then blessed with holy water, ale, or wine, the blood of the mother, to bring manifestation. The log was lit with a piece of last year's log to close the cycle of the season from one Yule to the next. Never allowed to burn completely, pieces were saved as a charm against misfortune over the coming months. Yule invocation. Morning light will flood the chamber. Winter solstice sun. Energy unfolding. Saturn's rule has just begun. Crystals formed of ice and frost freeze field and forest green, while mighty oak and holly fight for favors from our queen. The great wheel brings conception, birth, and death as days of yore. Each bonfire on a ley line honors what has gone before. 7 planets, 7 spheres, 7 gates swing open. I lift my arms and call the charge, the incantation spoken. I conjure water spirits, pour forth the sacred winds, come hither, O great fire, the magic now begins. Solar vapors, starry heavens, clouds and earth and waves, unite in your perfection on this shortest solstice day. I hold the key of secrets and the phantoms will avail. The crossroads shimmer open as the rod connects to Grail. 7 planets, 7 spheres, 7 gates. Thank you. Hi, Sissy. I love you. Happy Yule.
Happy what?
Happy Yule.
Oh,
You going to stay up here with me?
I'm down there. I can't be down there by myself because somebody's in.
Oh, is Robert there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can hear me that.
Okay. Thanks, Sissy.
He's the one got it.
Okay. Tell him I said thank you.
So I told her I'll bring it up.
Okay. Just
I'll probably be up tomorrow if you want to be here tomorrow.
I don't know what time we're going to Mom's tomorrow, but we're going to Mom's
We're going
again.
to Mom's.
Me and Noah probably, Because remember, Saturdays and Sundays, she's always there by herself.
Tomorrow is today's Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so just make sure you shut the door, but only to where the pink and white bag will stop.
I'll wait till you get back.
Okay. All right, hon.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got a different kind of pop now?
It's a Mountain Dew that Noah likes.
What flavor?
It's some kind of orange, I think, or something.
Say it again.
Some kind of orange flavor, I think.
Oh, okay. I'll try tomorrow.
Sorry about that.
I have to go back downstairs.
Let me start all over. Okay. Morning light will flood the chamber, winter solstice sun. Energy unfolding, Saturn's rule has just begun. Crystals formed of ice and frost, freeze, field, and forest green, while mighty oak and holly fights for favors from our queen. The great wheel brings conception, birth, and death as days of yore. Each bonfire on a ley line honors what has gone before. 7 planets, 7 spheres, 7 gates swing open. I lift my arms and call the charge, the incantation spoken. I conjure water spirits, pour forth the sacred winds. Come hither, O great fire. The magic now begins. Solar vapors, starry heavens, clouds and earth and waves. Unite in your perfection on this shortest solstice day. I hold the key of secrets and the phantoms will avail. The crossroads shimmer open as the rod connects to Grail. 7 planets, 7 spheres, 7 gates swing open. I lift my arms and call the charge, the incantation spoken. Beribboned Yule logs burning, each spark a blessing brings. Red and green, the sacred blood of past and future kings. Mistletoe and bayberry, winter's leaves and resin. Spice and myrrh and evergreen connect the earth to heaven. Through scented smoke and sacred prayer, I manifest goodwill. Bring peace and joy to hearth and home, and every wish fulfill. 7 planets, 7 spheres, 7 gates swing open. I lift my arms and call the charge, the incantation spoken. Magical ideas for your Yule Sabbath ritual. 1, make your own Yule log. If you don't have a fireplace, you can carve holes in a log and insert metal tea candle cups. Decorate with evergreens, ribbons, and ivy. Number 2, empower mistletoe for healing and prosperity. 3, make puppets or statues to represent the oak and holly kings. Place them on the altar or put on a skit for younger members of your household. 4, research the history of Saint Nick when Santa was a shaman by Joseph Cusamano, Cusamano, is a good start. And the Christmas Yule tree. 5, empower Yule and Christmas cards with loving energy. 6, empower Yule tree ornaments for prosperity. 7, empower all gifts you give this season with love and happiness. 8, build a Yule altar to honor the spirits of the wolf and the stag. 9, find out what the bell-snickle is and how he fits into the magical German Yule. And see, 10, recognize that Yule is a time of closure, especially in relation to solar-driven activities in your life, groups and organizations, major work projects, corporations, etc. Gracefully let go of those things that are no longer needed. Add meditation and prayer tuned to the lowest ebb of solar energies to your daily activities over this period. 11, begin or keep family traditions associated to the season. 12, Yule occurs at the transition of Sagittarius to Capricorn, from a mutable fire sign to an earthy cardinal one. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, gives us the authority, strength, and business acumen to make wise decisions about our future. And that's it for all the Yule stuff in that book. Next up, I think it's this one. I get these bags mixed up. All right. These are the usuals. Affirmations, Green Oracle, 2 spell-a-day books. Ooh, didn't know I had another one of those. Awesome. I can put it on my back. These run for like 20 hours or something, which is nice. But anyway, and Goddess of the Day. So I usually do the cards first because they're the smallest. They're the easiest to play around with. And, let's face it, affirmations are always good. So, because it's a positive, it's not meant to be a negative thing. It's meant to be a positive thing. On this day of Yule, as we make merry, let the affirmations ring true this day for as many as it can carry, meaning for as many people as it can help. The same message, and they'll be like, oh, wow, that's exactly what I needed. Thank you. Hey, it's what I'm here for, Okay, first up, what is a general affirmation for anybody and everybody that watches this live today? Divine timing. Divine timing. Okay. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. And it shows a little, hourglass and I guess they're like getting ready to flick them, or they're trying to rush them about or whatever to get stuff done. Okay, that's for all of you. See how many of you go, wow, that was exactly that. That's me. That's what's going on right now. There you go. Okay, what is my affirmation for today? Excuse me. Communication. That's fitting. Wonder how that other person's feeling? Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling? Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army, where there is a strict do ask, do tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. So that makes sense, because how many times have you guys heard me on here talk about the importance of communication? Because if you don't have proper communication, it just makes things so much more worse, worse than they need to be. I mean, we're living in hell, in my opinion. So, we might as well take every good thing that we can and enjoy every blessing, because meaning this world is so messed up, it's just crazy. Okay, what does the Green Oracle have for us today? But at least I guess the silver lining of this cloud of having to do this in my office now is that at least in here I'm using my desk. I'm sitting in here. I've got my own room. Maybe I can find a way to put the backdrop up behind me, which you guys haven't seen yet. You'll love it. But sadly, it's the only one I have, and it's probably what I'll have to put up for a while until I can afford to get another one. But it's I'll leave it as a surprise. It's a nice tapestry I got for Halloween and meant to put it up behind me, because usually I'm in the front room doing lives, and it just didn't happen. So, okay. Green Oracle, what is your message for everyone today that views this live now and anytime after today? Card number 7, Nature's Imperfection. Again, very fitting. We're not perfect, guys. We're going to make mistakes. We're only human. But when we make those mistakes, the key thing is to learn from them and not repeat them. Concept: nature is different and not standardized. Image: so many fruits and none with a perfect shape. Substance and appearance: for so long, we have been encouraged to focus on the latter, as it makes the world so much simpler. In the TV, heroes and heroines are all young, intense, and beautiful. And in the supermarket, fruits and vegetables look at us with perfect shape and shiny colors that seem so perfect. That is not natural. Nature is full of imperfections, uniqueness, differences, and it's so often ugly. But there is beauty in what way, in that way of being ugly. Real is actually beautiful. Weight, glasses, and wrinkles are all beautiful if you learn to look at what's real. As for fruit and vegetables, taste, health, and deliciousness are not in the sight. Divinational meaning: seek improvement, but do not chase perfection. Find what is real behind any glamorous disguise. Accept the flaws in others and yourself as something natural. Diversity is part of nature. So there you go, guys. There's your general card today. It's just a big bunch of fruit. But I choose these two decks right now because one, it's only a couple of them that I have to deal with. And they're positive. There's no negative side to these cards because let's face it, we can get all the positive we can get, right? We might as well. Okay, what is my message today from the Green Oracle? Bingo, right on the money, guys. Coexist. This is 31, okay? If you're going to be if you're going to be, checking out people's lives, be open-minded, be kind. If it's not your thing, don't stay. Just move on to something else you do like. And please don't leave negative comments. I have done nothing to you. Don't do it to me. I don't like doing these public much to where anybody can answer because you never know who might pop on. And I don't need any problems. I will not tolerate trolls in my lives. Okay, coexist. Card 31. Concept: human nature relationship. Image: a man, a wolf, a goat, and a cabbage are resting together near a river. There is a very old story about the wolf, the sheep, and the cabbage. Hang on. Excuse me. The story says that it is impossible to have everything and that one must choose whether to sacrifice the sheep or the cabbage. Choice is about responsibility. Sacrifice is about maturity. Acceptance of loss is about reality. But actually, the puzzle suggested by the story could be solved. It is indeed possible to save both the sheep and the cabbage. Coexistence is difficult, but not impossible. Sacrifice can take the form of effort, attention, patience, and perseverance. It's not always loss. Solutions can be found outside the obvious choice and the majority opinion. But more than everything, if you look at the picture, you may realize that even for a wolf, a sheep, and a cabbage, life is not just a fight. Nature is not just about eating. They can just stay there, resting near a calm river, peacefully. And that, like I said, that's the card. So that's why I like this particular deck and the other one, because it's only two that I have to read, and they're positive. They only have positive messages. There's nothing negative. No, if it comes reversed, oh no, kind of deal. Oh, we're almost at the end of this book. Okay, we are in 21st. Mistletoe spell for luck. With a consecrated ritual dagger, ceremonially cut a piece of mistletoe at sunrise on winter solstice. As you do this, recite thrice the following incantation. Golden bow and witch's broom, thy sacred names are spoken. By dagger's blade, I conjure thee to see all bad luck broken. Harming none, this spell is done. By law of three, so mote it be. Hang the white-berried plant over the front door of your house to bring good luck to all who dwell within. Mistletoe, which was sacred to the Druids and used in their ancient fertility rites, is also said to possess the powers of healing and protection against evil, fire, illness, and bad luck. So that's a good one to do today for sure. Of course, just because I read these don't mean I even can do them, because I don't have the material right now. I don't have a lot of the supplies, and Just don't really have the room because I have to sit back in my bedroom now. Okay, December 21st, Yule. Yule, the winter solstice, is the start of winter and the time of year when we celebrate the rebirth of the sun. Since the summer solstice, the days have been getting shorter and the nights longer, but now the tide is about to turn and we celebrate the return of the Sun King. As Yule is a solstice, it can fall on any date from the 20th to the 23rd of December, although many will celebrate it on the 21st anyway. That's what I prefer to do if I can. After dusk, gather your group together and place your Yule log on a safe table in the center of your gathering. Check that all the candles are secure and that the log is stable and cannot be upset by children or pets. Each person in turn should state something positive they are thankful for in the previous season. Then, again in turns, they should state something they wish for the coming season and light their candle. It is worth remembering to light the candles furthest away first so that no one has to stretch over an already lit candle. Whilst the candles are burning, you could also slice and eat a chocolate Yule log, or simply discuss the things you hope to see in the coming season. The candles should be extinguished before they reach the wood, as they may set it alight. If you have an open fire, there is an older way of performing this rite, in which you first burn last year's log on the fire, and from its flames you light the candles on the new Yule log. The cold and dark of winter are as necessary to life as the heat and light of summer. Okay, so that's that one. And now I know you're all anxious to see who the goddess is today. I know I am. Keeps it interesting, you know, because it just goes to prove there's more goddesses out there than we realize. No way. Oh my gosh, you guys. December 21st, Capricorn begins, various locations. Amalthea. That's the Capricorn goddess of love. Themes: success, humor, reason, devotion, providence. Symbols: goat, cornucopia, stars. About Amalthea. In Greek mythology, this she-goat goddess nourished Zeus as an infant. In later years, Zeus broke off one of her horns, which became the cornucopia, providing sustenance for all Earth's creatures. For her diligence and service, Amalthea was transformed into the constellation Capricorn, where she remains. See, I did not know that there was a female goat goddess. I swear I did not know that she was, but that makes sense considering I found her in a love spell book. Yeah. Anyway, to do today, this astrological sign begins on the first day of winter with the power of logic and reason to guide action, balanced by a keen sense of humor when the going gets tough. Those born under this sign strive tenaciously for success, like the stubborn goat they are. To improve your personal tenacity, make a paper horn filled with fruit. From now until the end of the year, eat a piece of fruit each day, named after the area of your life in which you need Amalthea's diligence. Take that energy with you each day so that by the end of the year, you will achieve success. Other ways of emphasizing Amalthea's power include keeping the image of a goat, perhaps cut out of a magazine or one made of stone, on your altar or in another place of honor today, carrying fortitude, inspiring herbs like ginger root and carnation, or tucking in your pocket for the day stones that inspire victory like marble. So in my love spell book, she's called Amalthea, but in here it's pronounced Amalthea. So to me, it's pretty much the same thing because she's a goat goddess. She's Capricorn goddess of love as well. Okay, that's that bit. Busy day. But looky, surprise. Not just for you guys, me too. I hope the other one's in the frickin' mailbox, or it's in here with this one. So this is my Yule gift today. Please let it fit. Please let it fit. Please let it fit. Yay! See my pretty like mascara thingy. It's all rainbow colors. You okay, babe? My package finally got here. Am I in your way again? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to clean out this clusterfuck over here soon and have a little more room to move that way so I'm not in the way so much. What? Quit! Punk ass.
There's your point.
He loves it when see that's our little banter that we do together. Okay, you guys ready for this one? I've been wanting this for a while. Looky. Inchi party. And check out the sleeves. Dun dun dun. I be whipping. So, better use one that's actually gonna work. Huh? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Sorry, guys. So I don't have to move from my spot. I'm gonna have to cover the camera so I can change. I just hope it fits. Because I'm all for wearing my goat jacket and all, but ouch. It does get hot after a while. Because sometimes the only way I can get a certain outfit or something is I have to take my chances and get like a 2X and hope that I've lost enough weight or whatever I can fit into it, no problem. Please fit, please fit, please fit, please fit. Man, you can get lost in these sleeves for real. Oopsie. Losing me hat. Ah, yay! It fits. Alrighty then. Okay. Big reveal coming up, guys, but I gotta get some of these layers of clothing off because I'm getting too warm. I don't want to like get overheated. Ow. Let's just take it off my boots. Come on. Boy, I'm gonna have fun with these sleeves. Trying not to sit on them or pull on them funny. That's just the me taking off my golf pants because I've got my goat pants that matches my goat jacket. Whoops. That I was wearing earlier today. So there we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. This fits more like a top than anything, but that's okay. Till I lose the belly. That's the way it's gonna be, y'all. Oofy. Good Lord, how do they deal with this? Huh. These sleeves be cool. Okay, here's the big reveal. See, got my, if I can turn this over correctly. There he is. But look at this. What do I need with all that material? Oh, goodness. Okay, time to take a bit of a drink. Yeah, might as well make it prettier by wearing my necklaces. This is my yellow citrine because it helps with weight loss. And ironically enough, it's on a cord that was doubly, or I don't know, like bespelled for like charging vessels and stuff. It's something I got from Creepy Hollows. because this cord's only like $1, and they bespell it when they send it to before they send it to you. So whatever you put on it, you get the power of whatever spells they put on it. You know what I'm saying? So yay, my newest witchy wares. And I hope this is something cool. Yeah, it's just mascara, but hey, Whoops. Already I'm this is not quite like, looking in a mirror. It is, but it isn't, because you don't want to make a mess of yourself, Anyway, hopefully, I don't know how well it can be seen, but I'll just do it in the mirror in the bathroom later. But anyway, so I try to wear yellow citrine because it's good for weight loss. And these are just some crystal strands that I got from the Ohio Renaissance Festival when me and Christy went last year. And I finally got to see where my daughter Zephyr works. And she seems to really enjoy it. She seems to really like it and feel comfortable there. So you know what? Good for her. She's found her little niche, right? So why not? You go, girl. But I had to glue this on. Like I had to tie it on the bottle. So this will never come off of here. And I also glued the lid shut, because I've had these before, and this is why you don't sleep with these bottle crystals around your neck unless you glue it shut, is because you could dislodge the cork during your sleep. Some of the stuff could spill out. You could choke on it, or something. It's just not worth it. Take it off, put it on the next day. So thank you, God and Goddess. Thank you, spirits, for at least making my day by letting this show up. I definitely deserve it because I've had a heck of a day today. Hate when that happens. When your drink tries to choke you. I got to get me a straw for that. Another thing that I am trying to incorporate on here as something kind of new and different is I will try to read them off slowly. Okay, so just bear with me. But I've got a stack of books under here. This is my weekly planner that I got from the Green Witch, the one that says, "Hello, my darlings." I love her. She's such a sweetheart. That is a weekly planner, but I've just been using it for a, everything journal. This is the one that I wanted to mainly point out. It's an affirmation journal. It's also from the same witch. And what it does is I am going to read off the list of affirmations, which is right in the front of the book, so that you can work on it at your leisure. Okay, this is not something you have to do every day if you just don't have the energy to do it. Okay, there's 208 208 affirmations in this book. Number 1, I let go of expectations. Number 4, I keep promises to myself. Number 7, I choose happiness. Number 10, I am organized. Number 13, I make wise decisions. Number 16, I am content. Number 19, I manage my energy. Number 22, I am present in every moment. 25, I do not worry about the things that are out of my control. 28, 28, I choose my attitude each day. 31, I can and will do hard things. My opinions matter. I am pursuing wisdom. I am able to be patient when patience is needed. I speak my truth. I am creative. I am I make loving and deep connections with others. My mind is present. My energy is focused. I am worthy and deserving. I take care of myself. My life is just beginning. Every day is a fresh start. Challenges help me grow. Others love and value me. I am capable and I believe in myself. I balance giving and receiving. I am optimistic about the future. I listen to my inner voice and trust my instincts. I move confidently through life, relying on my knowledge and experience. I ask for help when I need it and offer help generously. I am likable and fun to be around. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. I can change my life in any and every moment. I am worthy of time and attention. I am in control of how I spend my time and energy. I am surrounded by caring and supportive people who can help me succeed. I stand up for myself. I do new and exciting activities outside of my comfort zone. I am fearless and unstoppable. I know my values and live them. I express myself with clear intent. I attract success by being authentically myself. I set boundaries and honor them. I am self-reflective and mindful of my thoughts and feelings. I am actively creating a life that I love. I am worthy of great success. I am safe, loved, and protected. I am confident in my ability to make the right decisions. I am proud of my victories, large and small. I am working toward making my dreams a reality. I am courageous and stand up for myself. I place my focus on experiences that are empowering rather than draining. I forgive myself for my mistakes. They help me learn and grow. I am unaffected by the opinions of others, either good, bad, or indifferent. I can achieve anything I set my mind to. I give myself permission to make my own choices. Others do not control me. I am capable and I can navigate life with ease. I invite and attract abundance and prosperity into my life. There are no limits to what I can achieve. I control my own happiness. I accept myself exactly as I am. I invest my time and energy where it is right for me. I let go of negativity, fear, and shame. Those emotions have no hold over me. It is easy for me to ask for help when I need it. I have more than enough. My mind is curious, open, and ready to learn. I continue to educate myself every day. I let go of all fears about money. I deserve to be rich. I am thankful for all of my blessings. Gratitude guides my life. I am courageous. I allow myself to be bold and take up space. I attract people into my life who treat me with respect and value me. I accept who I am, and I know that I am enough. Now, even though I just read all the affirmations in this book by my Green Witch friend that I follow, I would still recommend to get the book if you can afford to, because each one, it has the little affirmation up here, but it has 1, 2, it has 3 blank pages that you can write on. So each day you can do an affirmation. You can just do one each day, go down the list, write the affirmation, just the one for the day, each day, read it out loud, and imagine yourself doing exactly what you're affirming. Manifest it. Today is going to be a wonderful day. Everything's going to go great. I'll meet some new friends and make some good connections. I mean, the possibilities are endless, okay? Still get this book because I don't want to feel like I'm taking money away from her because I just put all of her affirmations on here. So to make up for that, Green Witch, please don't get angry with me. I'm not trying to steal your thunder. I'm really not. I'm not claiming that I did this book. I love your book. It's been helping me a lot. What I do is each affirmation, each day. Let me see. Where did I leave off? It was back here somewhere. Okay. My opinions matter. Okay. That was the one I did most recent. I am pursuing wisdom. And then I stopped on, there's still some on the 3rd page for that one. But what I do is each day when you do an affirmation, write that affirmation on a piece of paper and then think of, okay, what is some sentences and paragraphs? What can I write? What affirmation can I make and write down? Okay, like me, a lot of times I write down stuff that I am learning, stuff that I have learned, stuff that I try to teach people. But the affirmations help because you can even make up your own. You know, I am going to get this job today. You know, my best friend is okay. You know, let me be blessed with endless cash flow and let money always be filling my mailbox. And, you know, let it be through something that either I myself did, at least in part, where I'm doing something and making money, or others have blessed me well with lots of abundance, different types of abundance in my life. The one I am on now, the next one is I am able to be patient when patience is needed. So I break it down into, like, sometimes the last 2 that I did, except for the space I left on this page for this particular affirmation, which was I am pursuing wisdom. I will date it when I have something to add to it so that you don't necessarily have to fill up all 3 pages each time or even do 3 pages. Even if you can just do a couple sentences, if you have to do it by bits and segments, then do it. Don't, overstress yourself or anything like that. And then that makes it stretch further. It makes it go longer. It makes it last longer, because if you want to do a whole book on one particular affirmation and how much it's helped you, go for it. Get yourself a notebook thingy and that has the pages in it, or buy some and get a 3-ring binder, that whole deal. But if you can get yourself into the habit of doing positive affirmations every day, your day will go so much better. Like a good one to say as soon as you wake up in the morning, before you do anything else, whether you say it out loud, in your head, or in your heart, something wonderful is going to happen today. And wake up with that mindset so that no matter what brings the day or what is in the day or what happens or what have you, it'll all be good. It'll all be positive. It'll be experiences that will help you a lot in many ways, some of which you may not even realize yet. Okay. So, I have barely started on the patience one because I've got the first page completely written. And then I started, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 lines on the second of the 3 pages, because each affirmation in this book gives you 3 pages for just that affirmation. Now, if you break that down into smaller segments, like I do, like I said, it's going to last longer. It's going to go farther. You're not going to have to spend the money. Or once you get the book, you're helping her. You're putting money back in her pocket that I don't want to feel like I'm taking, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm just trying to share the fact that I really admire this lady and I love her to bits. She's a great lady. She's the kind of witch I try to be. She tries to do creative things. She tries to do helpful things. We try to give positive advice and everything to people. Sometimes we share our experiences of, I know how you feel. I've been there. It's not been a fun life for me either. but you got to get yourself through it. You got to find a way because you owe it to yourself. You matter. Okay. Your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions matter. But to keep life interesting, to make it a day full of surprises every day. I mean, who doesn't want that? I mean, just imagine the possibilities of what could happen just making that one statement every morning before you wake up. You know, something wonderful is going to happen today or going to happen today. And believe it 100%. Okay. And then whammo, next thing you know, wow, look at this. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. All these blessings. And if you're smart, write down each one. Get yourself a little journal or something. I've got a crap ton of them. Get yourself a little journal, write down, aha, my affirmation came today. I had a wonderful day. I did this thing. And, you know, Lady J told me, give this a try, and whammo. Hey, thanks. You know, that's all I'm looking for is genuine, sincere. Thank you. Yeah, you might not have the grand stuff then and all the cool backgrounds and everything that other people do. And I don't have a nice camera system set up so I can maybe even turn these lives into a selling, you know, a shop selling kind of thing. Because if I'm going to do something like that, I need to check with YouTube and see what the specs are on that, meaning what I'm allowed to do and not do, because I don't want to do something and get kicked off YouTube, because then that would really screw things up. My gift from the spirits today, my dress came. This is my Yule gift. And being able to share it with all of you that view this now and however far into the future. I only have, I think, like 18, 19 followers on here, something like that. I'm thankful for everyone. And, you know, I'm sorry I can't do a lot of the glitz and glam that others that have 1,000+ followers live in mansions on the beach in Honolulu. You know, I'm struggling. I'm, you know, dead broke. And even though I get what I do in my check every month, it's not enough to live really and survive unless you get to the point to where you're pretty much not really even buying anything for yourself at all. You don't spend a single dime, nickel, penny, or dollar of it unless it is something that is needed. Like I'm going to be doing a lot of after Christmas stuff, because that my next check I won't even get probably until the 30th of this month. So that's like, okay, you know, how can I best budget this money this time so that I'm not broke 1 or 2 days, you know, sometimes as little as a few hours, and, you know, it's just gone. And I'm like, where the heck did it all go? Well, where did you overspend again this time? You know, it's not an easy thing to learn. I will be straight up with you guys about that. Heck, I still haven't mastered it, but that don't mean that I won't keep trying. Because if you try and fail, try again. If you try and fail, try again. You know, just don't be upset if you're not going to learn something instantly, because that's not the way the universe works. What I am learning on my journey right now of self-mastery and stuff and the whole weight loss thing and positive, you know, trying to make my channel interesting, trying to make it good content, trying not to make it too boring for anybody, you know, have some creative, hey, I got a surprise for you guys today. We're going to read a little bit from this book. You know, I mean, granted, I haven't read through an entire book, but I don't have that kind of patience, or I would. My life is chaos. I'm a blue phoenix. I am very emotionally driven. I am very emotionally deeply sensitive. The blessing and curse of that is some people can't handle it. I get made fun of by some people, and that hurts me greatly, because it's like, look, what do you want me to do? Stop being me? Well, if I have to stop being me, then you have to stop being you, you know, and that's not the way free will works. So live your life as well as you can, harm none, do what you will. And that's like more than one meaning. Will, as in free will, do what you will. to happen, to manifest, but don't do dark stuff, don't do black stuff. I'm telling you guys, there's a million goddesses and gods out there and different pantheons and different witches. And, I mean, we're not here to say our way is better, okay, than anybody else's, because that's simply not true. It's all a personal choice. You have to feel it in here as well as in here. Because if, you joined the so-and-so coven, can I join? That sounds fun. It's not a fad. It's not the cool thing to do because all the kids are doing it. It is a personal choice. If you have a curiosity about it, read about it. Fulfill that curiosity. And remember, just because you're reading a book about it doesn't make you a witch, doesn't make you Wiccan, doesn't mean you're violating your religious beliefs or anything of that sort. You are simply educating yourself on other beliefs, because that's how we learn and grow, right? And that fits right into the whole freedom of religion thing. If we weren't meant to have it, guys, we wouldn't have it. Okay. I truly believe that. It's here for a reason. Just like, look how long it took us to get this legalized. It took freaking decades, but we did it. We're here. Yay, go team. I'm patting myself on the back because I ain't got nobody else to do it. But, probably one of the best things I've heard so far, the most recently is I was over at my mom's the other day, and Jim come in and just fires off his random stuff that he does a lot of times, like, you guess what happened? This so-and-so happened, and this happened, and this happened. Well, Trump didn't get the presidency. Damn, we're good. You go, people. Some other guy did it, and I didn't even know this guy existed, to be honest. I didn't even know the name of the guy until Jim said it. However, follow the news yourself, people. Don't believe anything Jim says, because he's a habitual liar. He is a habitual liar. He will lie about stuff. Like every time he goes to the store or something, he has this little adventure, and he catches somebody and keeps them from stealing, and there just happened to be an officer there that day and that moment, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it goes on and on and on, because his life is so boring and dull and uneventful, other than running himself stupid, which I think he's an idiot for. I hate to be that harsh, but he runs himself stupid to maintain the house of God, because his Christian belief is that if you maintain the house of God, it's kind of a necessity when you're a Christian. Well, newsflash, y'all. Christianity, as I've said before, is a unification of all religions, just under one name in a way. So do your research. Go back in the history books. Find out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I'm just telling you what I heard down the grapevine, but when I heard it, it felt right. That doesn't mean it's enough for you guys. Find out for yourself, But when Jim told me that Trump didn't get the presidency, I was like, oh, thank goddess, because that would have just been a freaking 4-year nightmare that I don't even want to think about. So whoever this person is that took over, I hope he does a good job, gives us a nice raise. I know we're getting one in January, and it every time we get a raise in our cash, they take away more of our food stamps. And I just don't think that's right, because there's only so many food pantries out there, in different areas that you may live or whatever. And, you can only go to one of those once a month. At least that's the way we do it in the States. That's the way we do it in Columbus, Ohio. Now, can you go to several in a single month? Sure. They don't need to know that you've been to another food pantry. And if they say, you've already been to this food pantry, so you can't get one from here. That, all I can tell you there, guys, is that hasn't happened yet. So fingers, toes, eyes crossed and all that. It never will happen. But here's just a cute little random. This is what my son Noah got me for Christmas. He got me a Skeletor lighter because he knows that I like the color purple. And, I love it. I can never have enough lighters, right? Because, woo, this witch be flying. I mean, a typical day for me. Get up in the morning. Get something to eat. Give myself wake up time. do my daily routine in the bathroom, use the bathroom, brush my hair, brush my teeth. I've been trying to get into some good habits there because I used to brush my hair twice a day, once in the morning when I first get up, and then another at night when I'm ready, I'm done for the night, because it gets tangled so easily, and I don't sleep in what do they call them, a sleep bonnet like a lot of women do. I wish I had one, but getting it to stay on my head, that's another matter, because even if I did clips to hold it in place, because I move around a lot in my sleep, I don't know that the pins wouldn't still dislodge and it would end up coming off. So what's the point? Now, if I had a snood or a hair net that you can literally tuck your hair into it, and then you bring it up like across the crown, and then tighten it down. Not so much that it's giving you a headache or anything, but and then you tie it as snug as you can comfortably do it, and then take some clips and maybe go that way with them instead of this way, or kind of go sideways at an angle or something. If you're lucky and you remember you're wearing something like that, you won't dislodge it in the night. So like, if I don't know that would even make a difference, to be honest. I don't know if, sleeping in a sleep bonnet every night would keep my hair from getting so tangled, because I'm not one of those witches that, has to, do my hair every night and put it up in curlers and, put so much makeup on my face. It looks like a cake, and it looks like somebody took icing and went, all over your face. And if you smacked me, my face would crack, kind of thing. I try to go as minimal as I comfortably can. And I'm even playing around with the possible idea of, as a birthday present to myself, getting my Luminous wand and my Luminous makeup when I get my next check at the end of the month. The only drawback of that is, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, it would be pointless to get one without the other, because then I'm just going to drive myself nuts, because I have to wait another month before I have the money to get the makeup. So I'm getting both, and it's going to be over $100. So if I go that route and do get that for myself, I'm going to have to really limit my spending after that. Maybe don't let myself spend any more than another 100, if that, because tight budget, my kid's home. We're trying to make do. He's trying to get a job. Bless him. I really appreciate that he's trying so hard. I really do. But we still need to sit down, and I need to start writing one up. So don't be surprised if I end up doing that sometime when I'm doing a live. But I try not to do stuff like that when I'm doing a live, because it's kind of hard. It's distracting, because I don't want my people to feel like I'm ignoring them. But at the same time, it gives me a chance to get some work done that I've been meaning to get done. Just checking the battery to make sure it's still okay. So yeah, I might, forget stuff, and I might bounce around a lot. And during the times I do that, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so random. But when I'm random like that, that just means how fucking crazy my day has been. I call it witchy, wonky, crazy day. It's like witchy, crazy stuff be going on, y'all. And don't ask me to elaborate what that I mean by that. Just, this day, for instance, went over to Mom's, did a live stream over there. It's the one that I did before this one. I had forgotten all of my Wiccan stuff, so I let it run for a while, but then I thought, you know what? I give up. I'm just going to shut it off, because I don't want them staring at a door for any more time. So I didn't really take a good look at how long it was running. And I wasn't talking much, or I wasn't, because usually when I have a live going, you'll see me in the camera a lot, or I'll try to position it in such a way that you can see the other people around me as well. My family, like Thanksgiving and stuff. I was going to do one then, but I don't think that happened. However, I did get some pictures with my phone, so that was okay. That was a nice plan B, if you will. And my daughter Zephyr, her hair is my colors, and I just love it. Purple and blue, of course, in the spirit of Yule. I could always put on my blue and purple wig, but I think I'm gonna have to comb it down in the front, and I'm gonna have to very carefully take some scissors and trim it up to where I can wear the bangs if I want to, and it won't get down to my eyes, because my bangs, I like to be like right above my eyebrows because that's a comfortable length for me. Not to mention when I comb it back, it feathers it back real nice. I've always loved the feathered look since I was a kid. So, maybe even Farrah Fawcett hair. I never did my hair that way because if I would have, it probably would have drove somebody stupid. And they would have been like, damn, you're so beautiful. I just got to be with you. And it's like, well, thank you, but I don't know if this is going to work out. What's your sign, kind of thing. But, I'm a hippie chick from a time past the hippie days because you look around and when you really see the state of the world and just how bad things are everywhere, it breaks your heart. If you are truly a good person and you have a good heart and a good spirit, you're going to cry along with the rest of us. All the suffering, all the endless dying, pets being left out in the cold and freezing to death. How many of the feral cats and dogs around here are going to be around next year because they freeze to death, this year or get run over by a car. It's just horrible no matter what way you look at it. We live in a bad neighborhood. And I already told you guys about the bitch putting a fucking gun in my kid's face and his head up against his head the other day. And I was like, yesterday, I think it was. And I was like, oh my God, and that was damn scary because that's the kind of fucked up people that are around here. I don't give a fuck who you are. You put a gun on my kid, I will kick your ass all over the place. And if you're lucky, I won't kill you. But if you give me a reason and you threaten my life or my kid, I will defend myself. I'm not saying I'll kill. I'll try not to kill them, but my rage gets unleashed. I'm afraid of what I can do. Hey, Ted's going to join? Cool. All right. Way to go. That's my other son. This is Noah. This is my youngest for anybody that might see this later. And he said Ted's going to join. So yay, I'm up to 20. Woohoo. But I try to, how they say everybody has their thing, right? When you do YouTube and you do your TikTok lives, this is a live too. It's just another platform to do it. Hey, Ted. Hi, honey. How you doing? Looky. I got a pretty witchy. Yay. It's a dress that I've been waiting for. And it's got these really big sleeves. Look at this. There's so much material there. I could make me a top. But yeah, it's like, I try to put a little bit of everything on here, I'm granted, I'm not going to do everybody's interest, but I try to do kind of a mix of stuff that I like, and maybe I'll throw in random stuff. So somebody might go, wait a minute, what? I thought your thing was this. Well, I try to be versatile. I try to be universal because, if you truly want to learn and figure out what your religious path is, try a few. Do you really think God or the angels or Yehoshua or Mother Mary or Joseph are going to come down and say, no, you ain't allowed to do that, bad boy, go stand in the corner. Just be open, be open and willing to learn because you never know. You may make some friends or something that are the same beliefs or they're Buddhists and you're like, oh, wow, that is so cool. Can you teach me? There's nothing wrong with learning, okay? Because that's what we're all here to do. And how do you get over the fear of something that so many closed-minded people have? No, honey, not at all. Because this is the thing, sons. It's not, you're not doing anything wrong, okay? If you can trust and have faith in me, your mother, I would never steer my kids wrong, never, okay? So yes, you can absolutely do that because you can be more than one religion. See, that's another thing that a lot of people say, no, you have to be this religion or no, you have to be this religion. No, you should do the religion. Okay. I've already done it, but if you want to do another one, I probably could. I could ad lib it. I read, it's earlier in this live, if you guys want to go back and check it out or something. But if, Noah, if you want to come back and do one, that's fine. We can do a small one. Because see, the gods and goddesses don't care how you find your way to them or to divinity, the one, the only, the same energy that, brings us all here. You're not, you can be more than one religion. You don't have to tell anybody. because you're just trying to learn. You're trying to find your spiritual path, what feels right to you. And what feels right to you, that's what you should do. And if there's others you're curious about, there's nothing saying you can't read about something. Come on. It doesn't mean you can't read about something. And you're just learning. So, like, if you have a friend down the way that's maybe Wiccan, then you can have a conversation with them and know what you're talking about. Not have your friend going, huh? What are you talking about?
You sound a little wake and baked.
Wake and baked? Not wake and baked.
That means
honey, I'm hardly buzzing.
Well,
thank you, darling. Mom. Thank you.
And
look. This is what I was waiting for. Isn't that pretty?
Yes, I smell wheat.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But if you want, it's up to you, son. This is Yule. I don't want to jinx it. No jinxing. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Okay, Ted, buddy, you keep trying. I'm sorry we can't be of much help. But, okay, perfect example. Okay, let's just...
If it fucks me over, I need some. It helps me sleep.
Okay, let's do it. Here you go. Here, you can use the lighter you got me for Christmas. Don't stick it in your pocket and try to steal it because I'll hit you. I'm kidding. It's like, don't take it away. You just got it for me. So don't worry, Ted. If you can, you don't even have to say much, honey, really. Just enjoy it. See what I'm all about. This is what Janet does. This is what Mama Jan does.
That's some strong shit.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be right
honey,
back.
This ain't the stuff from Sunnyside, okay?
I'll be right back.
So even if you can just watch it, Ted, honey, really, that means a lot. Thank you, my handsome sons. That means a lot, okay? Why is there, oh. I'm like, why is there smoke? Is something on fire? And it was my pipe. Oh my God. Because things look reversed, it looks like it's coming from one direction. It's coming from the other.
You want to try a little bit of this?
Oh yeah. Give me an energy drink on Yule. Okay. Do you really want to visit the moon that bad? Okay, let's go. Actually, Janet Planet's even better because you can only get there if you're high.
Take the rest if you want it.
Whoa!
It's
Holy
good,
mother of wow!
It's good, isn't it?
Oh my God! Now I know why they call it Ghost. Woofy!
And here's the Mountain Dew.
Okay. Now you're giving me a chaser. You're gonna give me a vodka, fucking shot next.
Oh yeah, let's do shots. Let me go.
Oh my God! I had to open my mouth.
Mountain Dew mixed with vodka.
Oh boy, we're being wild and experimenting today, y'all. But, even if you can, like I said, honey, I know I keep repeating myself. I'm sorry. I'm excited. Yule is a special time. Happy Yule. So this is your gift to me on this day because you're here with us. You and Noah are here with me, and that means the world. It really does, guys. Thanks a lot. And thank you, Ted, for joining. I love you.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting.
We need a shot glass, though.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We need a shot. Hang on. Let me get up for a minute, guys, and I'll go get one, okay?
Oh, I thought I knew where it was at.
No, you don't. And if I try to tell you where it is, it's going to make a mess. So just give me a minute. I'll go get them.
Okay.
I'll go get it. I'll just leave this running. Love you too, sweetie. That's what we're here for, We're here to make...
You don't want to stay and witness us get wasted?
Dude, he's not going anywhere. Talk to your brother. I'm just going in to get the shot glass, damn it.
Love you, brother.
Hey, boo-boo. Happy Yule, dear. Orky dorky. Here we go. See my unicorn pillow? Isn't it cute?
Yeah, it's adorable.
I forget. I think Norma got me this. I can't remember.
I wonder what I sound like with.
You see my wagon?
Yeah,
I wonder
what I sound like in Cash's voice when I'm high and drunk.
I don't know, but I don't know if I want to sing.
You'd be like, hi,
Billy. No, not a good thing. Shush. Why are we shushing? Okay, this is a shot glass. It's from a spooky collection. And it says poison on it. But just because it says poison does not mean we're drinking poison. We are not drinking poison. We're drinking alien vodka, but we ain't drinking poison.
You're drinking the vodka.
Not much, son, because like I
I
said,
know, because it gets me.
I'm only allowing this. If you get too crazy on me, I'll be like, out!
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna go with what Dad said. So you don't need that much.
No, because I'm gonna put more Mountain Dew than I do anything.
Okay. See, it may not seem like a lot, but this stuff kicks your ass, as you know.
And mix a little Ghost in if you want to.
Ain't that? Hang on.
You're not gonna put Mountain Dew in yours?
Oh! Damn, that shit's strong. That's all the Ghost that's left, son.
All right.
Here, I'll fill it up the rest of the way with dew for you. Because these glasses are big enough, you can fit it in here. Oh, here you go. There's just be careful. It's full. I didn't mix it or stir it. Honey, use both hands. I'm afraid you're going to spill it. Okay, I got you. Because you're real shaky still. So just,
hold
go
on to
easy.
it for a second.
Okay. Only because it's Yule am I allowing this. Because, I'm not trying to get on here and get toasted. You've had a half gallon. Oh, wow. Okie dokie then. Mama J is doing a whole shot. But these guys are empty. Ow! Oh, of course. I just had to turn that upside down, didn't I? All right. Because this is just a one-time deal. Because like I said, I'm not trying to go crazy, but I will allow some things when it's a special occasion like today. Because today's a celebration, so we can get a little happy. I'm going to put mine in with my pop. So anyway, good. I'm glad you're okay, son. Because you were pretty lit last night when we last talked, and I was like, man, it's been a while since I've been that gone, but, I know why. I understand why. Don't think I'm saying anything bad or anything to hurt you, honey. I'm not trying to, okay? But if you guys want, like I said, I can always read or I can tell you what I think about Yule. You don't feel like what? Like you drank a half gallon, or you don't feel like what? Oh my God, that is strong. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Oogity boogity. Whew. You don't feel like what though? You don't feel drunk, or you're talking about you don't feel like it though for something else? Yes, honey, you were. I just for fun. So don't take this the wrong way. We got a weird sense of humor in this family. So hope you survive us. Yay. But I was about to start making a list of how many times you told me, you know what I'm talking about. And you kept repeating yourself. I was like, oh boy, he's gone. I've been knocked down. I've been fall down drunk before. So that's about the worst that I've ever been. And because I'm doing a whole shot and this stuff is strong, woof. And I'm smoking on top of it. So I just got to be a little careful myself. So I start getting starts feeling too intense. Then I'm going to have to be like, okay, time to chill out on this, or no more of this, or whatever. I know, hon. I know. Like sometimes on here, I call a lot of my lives randoms, because you just never know sometimes what kind of mood I might be in, what kind of crazy shit I might, throw at you today. But it's all good. It's nothing meant to be negative. I try to keep stuff as positive as I can. And to be more festive and in spirit, I'm going to fall into a ring of fire. I'm kidding.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Okay, this is my Wednesday, Thursday wig generally. So I can wear it either day because it's got both colors. Man alive, I'm telling you.
It's Friday, mother.
Yes, and I will put the green one on, but I feel like putting this one on because it represents ice and winter. Because of the blue reminds me of ice, and then the purple reminds me of like energy. The fact that I was Roman royalty once, yeah, that was fun. It was another lifetime, of course, but I really definitely these will fit a lot better once I get the bangs trimmed right. If I can get it on. See why? See, look at this. Yeah, I'm cousin it, but with flair. Owie, owie, owie. Pooey. Getting in my face. In my face. Okay. See, the bangs are like way too long. Now, here we go. See, this is just my blue and purple. I can wear this on a Wednesday or a Thursday because Wednesday the color is purple. Thursday the color is blue. Actually, today's Saturday. So technically a black wig or black hair coloring is something that I would probably do. Okie dokie. Here we go again. But when I get on here, I forget stuff too. Okay. I'll do my best, son, because, this has definitely been a busy day for sure. So I can't make any promises, but I'll try because I'm so exhausted because so much stuff's already happened today. I'm surprised I'm still going at 6:41, to be honest, because we got over to Grandma's. I think it was early afternoon sometime, but before we could do that, we had to run a couple errands. One of them was grocery shopping. Then we had to bring the groceries back. Then we had to bring them upstairs. Then we had to go over to Grandma's, and I, took care of her, fed her and stuff, kept her company for a while. I had a live going there, but I had to set it on this one shelf, and you really couldn't see but one direction because the shelf was kind of narrow. So I was lucky that this fit on there at all. Excuse me. But if you guys want me to read through this again, where is it? Oh, that's right. I put it down here. Or one of my other Wicca books. Like even my green and black one would be good because I can read what Yule means for us, okay, as Wiccans. How we celebrate Yule. Like I know like a major thing is they call it the Battle of the Holly and the Oak King. And one of them, I think it's the Holly King or is it the Oak King? One of them wins. The other one has to be sacrificed, but this is in a metaphoric sense. People don't actually take another person's life, literally. It just means the end of, say, summer and spring or spring and summer, and then the beginning of winter and fall and all that, or fall and winter. See, I'm balking backwards here. I'm doing good. So let me, just to make it easier and to give you a little bit more of a perspective on what Yule means to us, I'll go get my Wicca book because that's the ones that I learned from. So, it's easy to learn from. Hey, Wicca boo! We're all gonna die. I will die with a smile. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. I've got two different perspectives here. Well, these are both Wiccan, so. Oh, golly, and not again. Ugh. But see, this is how the bangs fall in my face. I don't like it when they fall in my face because it bothers my eyes. Okay. Let's do, ow. I can stop hitting myself. This is the book I learned from. Wicca, a solitary practitioner guide. So this is somebody that just wants to be a witch alone. You don't have to have a coven to be a witch. So let me find the days of power. That's tools, music, dance, gesture, preparation for ritual. Here we go. Okay. Now, again, this is metaphorically, so think of it in that way, okay? Yule. The goddess gives birth to a son, the god, at Yule, circa December 21st. This is in no way an adaptation of Christianity. The winter solstice has long been viewed as a time of divine births. Mithras was said to have been born at this time. The Christians simply adopted it for their use in 273 CE, Common Era. Yule is a time of the greatest darkness and is the shortest day of the year. Earlier peoples noticed such phenomena and supplicated the forces of nature to lengthen the days and shorten the nights. Wiccans sometimes celebrate Yule just before dawn, then watch the sunrise as a fitting finale to their efforts. Since the god is also the sun, this marks the point of the year when the sun is reborn as well. Thus, the Wicca light fires or candles to welcome the sun's returning light. The goddess slumbering through the winter of her labor rests after her delivery. Yule is the remnant of early rituals celebrated to hurry the end of winter and the bounty of spring. When food was once again readily available to contemporary Wiccans, it is a reminder that the ultimate product of death is rebirth, a comforting thought in these days of unrest. So see, it really is that simple. Now, they should have, these are just days of power. It's giving you like an idea of what they're about, what they represent. Concerning initiation, I always thought that was in chapter 12, but I guess not. I'm trying to get to the ritual section here. Self-dedication, it is 12. I was right. Ritual design, creating sacred space, invocation, energy raising. It seems like a lot, it makes your brain hurt. Okay. But because you guys are both new to this, I'm just going to do a couple of things here I haven't done in a while. Oh yeah, quit being goofy.
No.
The nature of our way,
Dad,
as often as
when you
possible,
went and bought yourself some, did
hold
you
the
buy
rites
them
in
some
forests
too, or
by the
just yourself?
seashore,
It was
on
only
deserted
for
mountaintops,
one packet.
or near tranquil
That's a
lakes.
cigar.
If this is impossible, a garden or some
No,
chamber
no,
shall
no.
suffice, if
All right.
it is readied with fumes or flowers. Seek out wisdom in books, rare manuscripts, and cryptic poems, if you will, but seek it out also in simple stones and fragile herbs, and in the cries of wild birds. Listen to the whisperings of the wind and the roar of water, if you would discover magic, for it is here that the old secrets are preserved. Books contain words, trees contain energies, and wisdom books never dreamt of. Ever remember that the old ways are constantly revealing themselves. Therefore, be as the river willow that bends and sways with the wind. That which remains changeless shall outlive its spirit, but that which evolves and grows will shine for centuries. There can be no monopoly on wisdom. Therefore, share what you will of our ways with others who seek them. But hide mystic lore from the eyes of those who would destroy, for to do otherwise increases their destruction. Mock not the rituals or spells of another, for who can say yours are greater in power or wisdom? Ensure that your actions are honorable, for all that you do shall return to you threefold good, or bane. Be wary of one who would dominate you, who would control and manipulate your workings and reverences. True reverence for the goddess and God, or Yehoshua, Mother Mary, whatever you're comfortable with, occurs within. Look with suspicion on any who would twist worship from you for their own gain and glory, but welcome those priestesses and priests who are suffused with love. Honor all living things, for we are of the bird, the fish, the bee. Destroy not life, save it be to preserve your own. And this is the nature of our way. So see, there's nothing evil about this, okay? There's nothing evil about Wicca. There never has been. It's just the fear of others can be so overpowering and so strong that, you know, it's just easier to, not believe? You know, it's like, is it really that scary? Would you be afraid to talk to Mother Mary? Would you be afraid to talk to an angel? Well, then you shouldn't be afraid to talk to the goddess and God, because here's the real kicker, guys. The goddess and God is within each of us. Okay. Basically, the general sense I can put it in is the goddess and God are the male and female inside each one of us. Okay. Whatever you decide to do with your spiritual power is what defines you as a person. And if you do things as well as you possibly can do, like we all try, live your life well, help others, you know, be generous in your givings, but don't do it because you expect something in return. Do it selflessly. Do it because you genuinely just want to help and support that other person. That is the Christian way. But here, it's always it's the Wiccan way too. Okay, before time was. Before time was, there was the one was all, and all was the one. And the vast expanse known as the universe was the one. All wise, all pervading, all powerful, eternally changing. And space moved. The one molded energy into twin forms, equal but opposite, fashioning the goddess and God from the one and of the one. The goddess and God stretched and gave thanks to the one. But darkness surrounded them. They were alone, solitary, save for the one. So they formed energy into gases, and gases into suns and planets and moons. They sprinkled the universe with whirling globes, and so all was given shape by the hands of the goddess and God. Light arose, and the sky was illuminated by 1 billion suns. And the goddess and God, satisfied by their works, rejoiced and loved and were one. From their union sprang the seeds of all life and of the human race, so that we might achieve incarnation upon the earth. The goddess chose the moon as her symbol, and the God the sun as his symbol, to remind the inhabitants of earth of their fashioners. All are born, live, die, and are reborn beneath the sun and moon. All things come to pass thereunder, and all occurs with the blessings of the one, as has been the way of existence before time was. So see, again, right there. I mean, does that sound evil to you? Does that sound like a group of people that's sacrificing babies and making you like cut yourself and bleed into a cup so they can drink your blood and control you? No, that is not what Wicca's about. It's never been about that. And the thing probably that I like the best is the very first chapter in this book, because I'm sure you can actually find this out, like research it, go online, go to the library, whatever. If I can get to it, hang on. Wicca started out as shamanism, medicine women, medicine men, you know, the healers of the tribe, right? The ones that knew all the stuff about the herbs and the tobacco and the mushrooms and the trees and the plants and okay, honey, just just be careful and don't spill it, because those glasses are heavy. Like you might even use a straw so you're not spilling it, honey.
I'm not a baby.
I know that. I'm just saying, be careful. A straw might be easier for you. So, because you're shaking, if you got a straw, then you're going to be less likely to drop it. That's all I meant. Okay, Kilika, come on now. Will you stop, please? God. Okay, let me put my bling back on here because I just thought of something. Oh, what do you think? The tassel looks better up front or in the back? I like it in the back, actually. If I can get this thing on my head right. Because I just realized, hey, let me put my hat on and it can kind of hold it in place, hold the hair in place, the wig, and it won't be moving around and getting down on my face. Yay! But see, I don't have a problem letting my actual hair hang out because, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to convince the world that this is really my hair. This is really my hair. This is just my way of not overstripping my hair and sapping all the nutrients out of it because I'm dyeing it every time I turn around. You can't do that. When you sap all the liquids and all the nutrients out of your hair, it's going to get dry. It's going to get brittle. It's going to start falling off, and then you're going to go bald or something. You don't want that, I know you're saying I'm almost bald, mama, so it don't matter. It don't matter, son. You're you. Be you. Are you having fun playing with my sleeve? Will you let go of it, please? Let go of my sleeve. Let go. Baby. Thank you. I swear, I'm going to have to tie these damn things up or something because they're getting in the way. But, that's just, I just did like some easy stuff. I read some easy stuff for you because it doesn't take a whole long time to read it. And the point is, it's like I've always said, it's all the same energy. It's all the same power, but it came from that power, okay? From the one. It came from the one that everybody calls God, Excuse me. My lips are a mess today because I don't have any chapstick and I don't have any lipstick and I don't have any lip gloss and Okay. There we go. Now that looks even funnier, huh? But I was trying to get the hat to stand up more. But anyway, like I've always said, Wicca is not evil or wrong. If you use it that way, you're not being Wiccan. So just anybody out there that strangers even, because this is open. Anybody can see this. Anybody can watch this. I don't like doing that very often because that's when the trolls descend sometimes, and you get these jerks that come on and they just give you trouble at every turn, and they insult you, they cut you down, they say your beliefs are stupid, and that you look stupid and blah blah blah. What are you trying to prove? I ain't got time for that shit. I don't want that on my lives. And I'm not saying you're going to be like that, Ted. I know you're not, honey. I'm saying strangers that come on because this is a public live. So that means anybody can watch it and anybody can respond to it that is watching it. Okay. So, and if you're off, it's okay. You can always watch this later. Thanks for subscribing. I'm up to 20 now. Yay. But that's a long ways away from 1,000 because if I remember right, on YouTube, you have to have like 1,000+ followers before you can get monetized, meaning you can actually get money from people, for donations and stuff, which is what I would ask for. And if we could make that all nice and electronically legal so that everybody would stay honest, then yeah, I could do readings on here. I could start saving back money to get some equipment so I could have another camera going while this one's going so you can see it from a different angle, but you can also see what I'm doing, what book I'm reading from, So basically, your camera's going to be like this over top of your surface, but you got to have it secured right or it's not going to stay that way. I look like one of the little critters from the Grinch, don't I? Because my hat's standing all tall and stuff now. And here in a little bit, I will change my wig to my green one too, because I have it sitting out here. The only black one that I really have right now it's black with like neon green tips.
Will let me borrow her Mike Tyson?
Oh no, I would not do
you have
that.
An extra pipe?
As a matter of fact, yes. So let me come and find one for you. Now, do you want some of this, which is the mix, or do you strictly want Sunnyside?
I want that.
Because this is the real shit.
I
Mama J has the real shit, Vern. Hey, let me go find him a pipe, guys. I'll be right back.
wonder if it would be easier to use this. Now, just
into the House of Voices. It's marked by red lights, so if you find those lights, you can find me.
This is an older one of mine. Now I don't know how good the screen is or anything. And as you can see, I have the tape on it.
Yeah.
But that was all metal. So like if you would use this one after a few hits, really good hits, it's gonna start burning you because that's raw metal. So I ended up putting tape on it. So if you want the other stuff, let me go get it. I'll bring it out to you so you can get some.
I don't know how to load it.
That's why I'm coming out to you.
You're gonna teach me.
Yeah, it's not that hard, son. Be right back. I gotta go load his pipe.
I've never done a weed except when it's preloaded.
Okay, the easiest way, but you gotta be careful. Yes, you can scoop it. Okay. See, you got a decent amount of it. That's almost to the top. So don't spill any of that because this stuff is precious.
Yeah.
This and sunny side, a little bit sunny side that I have, that's really all we have right now. So we gotta go easy on it. And that batch, honey, it also has keef in it. Keef from your sister, Zephyr, that had a pile of it in this thing that I had for her that she can't smoke.
I keep hurting myself.
She can't smoke anymore because of her girlfriend. So, just be careful, honey. Don't hold it too close to that. Hold it a little bit further back if you can. Come on, Kalika. Okay. There we go. We got him squared away. Gum roaches crawling everywhere.
That's it. I'm using my torch lighter.
Have to use my pillow because here, let me go ahead and shut the door though, because in case he decides to get on and do a live or something. But don't try to shut it all the way because I don't want to shut the kitties out. Hopefully I won't have to get up anymore now. Okay. So this is Sunnyside. And this is the government stuff. You can't see it because I don't really have that much in there, but I get this from Marion once a month. And twice on Christmas. No, not actually. But this one is a lot fuller. See? That thing's literally full to the top. And the reason it's so dark is because of the mix that it is, because it has bits and pieces of cigar paper in it. Because when me and this friend of mine, Big D, used to burn one, he always did the blunts that are the cigar papers, and like they're supposed to be flavored with different flavors and stuff like that. So Ted, if you fall asleep or whatever, honey, don't worry about it. You can just watch the rest of this later. I'm just glad that more family has joined. That means the world to me. But part of how I try to keep my channel unique is because of the randoms. Because that way, does it not make it more interesting when you don't know what you might get the next time around? It's like, all right, Janet, what are you up to today? What?
Try and take a hit.
Of?
This.
Is it too clogged?
I don't know.
Hang on, it might be. Because like I said, if it is, we might have to dump it out and then clean the screen. Because if it's clogged in here, if you do it right, you can get a lot of resin out of it. And it's messy though, because they say the best way to get resin out is it's got to be hot because it's like this gooey shit. Yep, it's clogged.
That's
Okay.
what I figured. Because it wouldn't work
clogged.
with my torch lighter. It wouldn't work with my lighter. It wouldn't work with this lighter. It wouldn't work with my black one.
Yep, it's clogged. Okie dokie, fanoke.
Ted's still on there.
I don't know. He hasn't said anything past. I do need to talk to you about something when you get off of here.
Oh,
Meaning me. He wanted to talk to me about something.
gotcha.
But that's the thing about my lives. I don't put a time on it.
Right.
because, oh, okay. I don't know if he can handle this, guys. Okay, is that why it's clogged?
What?
See, this is the plumbing filter. See how tiny that thing is?
Oh my god.
And it's okay. It was bent over. That it wasn't clogged. It was bent over. That's why you weren't being able to hit it. Let's try this again. But I was going to say, when you take out the screen, because sometimes I do that myself, I'll take out the screen and I'll do this over the pot, like in the little containers or whatever, so you're not losing any of it. When you take the screen out to clean it, you can clean it by just setting fire to it and letting the resin burn and try to suck it in, but don't get it so close to your lip that you burn your lip either. Okay, let's try this again now. Here, let me just do a test run, just get enough for
One hit.
like a little small hit here, so we're not wasting it. See if that did the trick. 2 little pinches should be enough. Oh, yay, mommy gets to be the guinea pig. Still not doing it. Something else is clogged. Okay, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
No, it's okay. Look.
What?
It's
No
okay.
filter?
No. The filter's fine. I'm just saying it might be clogged for another reason, but there's something else you can do, and this will rock your world. Trust me.
Oh shit! I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Just remember, son. Okay. The resin is going to always be stronger because that's the concentrated stuff that you're smoking when you smoke the green.
Yeah, right.
That's that lovely THC.
Yeah.
That's why when you hit hash for the first time, only take in a little bit, because don't just keep drawing on it, because when it expands in your lungs, you're coughing your lung out. So, all right. So when the screen's out like this and it's that clogged, I may have to take the pokey. I can't even see in the end of that. Take the pokey to it. Oh, but look, see all that?
Yeah.
That's resin. You hit it this way, you usually got to hold the fire on it. I usually count to like 5, kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then set the fire.
I'll be the guinea pig.
No. I want to make sure, honey.
I
need to know how strong this stuff is because this has been sitting for a while. Because I don't want it to be too strong. So let me do the first one. Yep, it's not hitting. Mudda fudda. Here we go. It's got to be something's got to be clogged. Damn. What is the fucking problem?
It's not because you put tape on it, is it?
No, because see, these are the 2 key things you take off. You take this part off, which is the part you draw from.
Right.
And it screws on. Well, but so does this other one. But it's like, this thing is on here so fucking tight. I don't know that I can get it reopened without using fucking pliers because apparently something is fucking clogged down in there that because it's not. Ooh! Yeah, I was going to say this might be a good way to do it. It's just, be careful, honey.
No, that's just emptying that part.
Yeah, that's not the part we want off of there. We want the bowl itself.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Isn't it like there's fucking rose that damn thing on with super glue or what?
Mother, what did you do to this?
I don't know.
Let me give it to Dad. See if he can get it off.
I don't know if he wants to mess with it.
Dad, try and get this off.
He don't like being bothered in the middle of a game. Ow. Yeah, I gotta find some chapstick or something to put on my lips.
Because we're trying to figure out why it's not hitting.
So it's got to be something clogged somewhere. But anyway, so Yule is, like I said, it's basically it's the change of weather. Okay, the change of
He
seasons.
even tried with his
okay.
fucking pliers and he couldn't do it.
Okay, just hit it out of this one then. Just hit this one.
Okay. Sorry, you're not gonna have anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can always bring in one of. Here, wait. Let me put your stuff back in.
There's stuff in there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll use this one myself then. Go ahead. I'll like bring back my bong. Now remember that don't have any. Oh yeah, mine has a screen in it. This other one, the other one doesn't. My bad. So I'm gonna go get me something else I can smoke from. I've got a couple different pipes, so it's okay. Sorry to hear that, sweetie. That sounds awful. So, as we're doing this live, I'm trying to keep it fun, informative. I had to give him that pipe because the one that he was trying to smoke out of is just too clogged. So I may have to actually, I don't know, fucking clean it or something, some way. Golly crap. These sleeves, I'm telling you, because I don't think I can sit here. Okay. I'm going to try to sit here without a pillow. Anyway. So, son, whether you're watching or not, I hope today was a good day for you. It's just been exhausting for Mama J. But, I'm still here, so sometimes I will take a chill during the live and try to think of something else I want to write or something else I want to talk about or, what's something else I can do to make it, keep it interesting. Like, I could talk about Sigby, but if you're a sub of mine and you've known me a while, you already know what I'm talking about. But I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm not here to make someone stumble down a different religious path than maybe their family will allow. But I am very adamant about supporting our right to religious freedom, because if we were not supposed to have it, we would not have it. Because what would be the point? People don't seem to realize just how much energy it took to make the world, to make the trees, to make the rivers, to make the animals, to make the food, the sun shining down, the moon at night, summertime, winter, fall, spring, holidays, special anniversaries, birthdays. Hey, man, we've been friends for 20 years. Wow, cool, stuff like that. I'm not here, like I said, to steer anybody wrong. I'm just simply here to hopefully educate some folks that maybe have been curious about Wicca and what it's all about. And I'm not trying to steal anyone's thunder, so I ask the same courtesy in return. Don't badmouth me. Don't cut me down. Don't talk against me. Don't tell a bunch of bullshit lies about me, because I will know, I will feel it. My spirits will tell me and verify it, and it's on, because whatever you send out, you get back times 3. Remember that. Before you're going to cut down somebody's religion, cast the first stone at yourself. Because if you're that close-minded and that full of fear, that is what makes you a target for these false religions, I call them, that people will make up, cults, if you will, that people will make up, a group of people will make up, but they want absolute control over everything that everybody does, says, how they dress, how they act, blah, 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 down the line. Now, if you're going to have a coven then yes, there should be some standards by which to go. There should be some rules. There should be some guidelines, of course, but give everybody a chance to try the different positions. If you want to do it by a year and a day of them being a good member of the coven, they've never given anybody any grief. You know, they're very positive. They're a good addition to our family, you know, great. But give it a year and a day. So 366 days to be exact from the time they self-dedicate, because the self-dedication is not that hard. There's some words that you say. You have to be in a place of quiet, preferably outdoors in a park somewhere if you can do it. See, that's why I plug the holes, because that's what makes this cauldron kick your butt. It's where you don't have to hit it good. I mean, you see, I can't even talk. You don't have to hit it too many times to get the wow, hello, okay, welcome to Janet Planet. Now, what is this Janet Planet that I'm always talking about? Is an actual place that exists? Yes, but you can only go there if you're high. So what did that say to you? It's in the mind. You have to have a trusting soul. You have to be adventurous. You have to be, there's nothing wrong with curiosity, guys, okay? I mean, look at me. I'm not asking for anything right now, but show me the same courtesy I try to show everybody else. That's the way it should be. If you want to learn Wicca, learn it. Read about it. Doesn't mean you got to do it. Doesn't mean you got to announce to the world that you're a Christian and you're Wiccan too. Because true Christianity means, say it with me, boys and girls, a unification of all religions. Meaning, live your life well, live it happily, live it with compassion. Be grateful for the small things. Be grateful for the big things. Be grateful for the ups and downs. Be grateful how far you've come after years and years of studying. And wow, look what you can do now. Woohoo! Any religion that you study, don't care what it is, and you don't even ever have to tell me. You're not doing anything wrong, guys. There's a lot of us witches out here that would back me up on this. They're like, she's right. We believe in freedom of religion. We believe that we need to come together as a species, as a people, as humans, as, to really truly understand each other and embrace all religious stuff, because learning about a thing doesn't mean you're doing it. Okay. You're just curious. Okay. What's it like to be Catholic? What's it like to be Buddhist? What's it like to be Baptist? What's it like to be Ecclesiastian or whatever? There's so many, I can't keep up. What is it like to be Jewish? Read about it, study it, talk to somebody that is and say, could you explain this to me, please? I don't mean any disrespect. Always say, I don't mean any disrespect. So they know that you're not cutting them down. And it's like, if there's a certain way I should say this, please feel free to share it with me, because I don't want to insult or offend anybody. That's not what I'm here to do. I started in the craft on my own. So basically a solitaire from day one. And those of you that have seen this topic and heard it and read it, and well, not read it, but I know I've brought it up more than once. It was the Halloween of my 13th year. So I was born in 69. So 79, I would be 10. 80, I would be 11. 81, I would be 12. 82, I would be 13. So 1982, roughly, okay, is when I found the craft, and the craft found me, and it felt right. And I mean, like when I was in school, I would bring home, I kid you not, a stack of books this high, all magic books, getting my hands on every one of them I could find. And I would read through some of them, breeze through some of them, maybe write down a couple of spells. There's nothing wrong with doing that. And the more you can find at the library, the better. Because yeah, let's face it, guys, books are expensive. And ecologically speaking, as a witch, you got to also think how many trees get destroyed and turned into paper that you're just going to read once and throw away. It's like, try, if you don't really want to make it a part of your collection, you can always go to a library, find one that has books, or yes, sadly, you can buy them. Try to get them from a thrift store if you have the patience. I've never seen a magic book in a thrift store yet, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen sometime. I really don't know, because too much of the population of the earth are so full of fear. They, because Christianity is one of the first, not the first religion. Okay. People don't believe me when I say, what do you mean Wiccas or shamans? That's bullshit. No, it's not. Okay. And it says so in my book here. Okay. Nope, that's 2. That's the deities. I will read this chapter again, just so I'm not sending you on an endless search 20 or 30 or 40 lives back where I did this the last time. So I'll just do it in the spirit of Yule and me being my random lovely self. Wicca and Shamanism, Chapter 1 of the Wicca Book for the Solitary Practitioner by Scott Cunningham. Bless you, Scott. Wish I could have met you. Shamanism has been defined as the first religion. Ha ha ha. How about that? It existed prior to the earliest civilizations, because back then it was cavemen and women. It was later on Native Americans, Indians, tribes, and stuff like that, right? Right? Okay. Before our ancestors took the first steps down the long journey to the present, prior to this time, the shamans were the medicine people, the power wielders, male and female. They wrought magic and spoke to the spirits of nature. The shamans were the first humans with knowledge. They created, discovered, nurtured, and used it. Knowledge is power. Women and men who possessed it in those far-flung days were shamans. How did shamans capture or discover this power? Through ecstasy, alternate states of consciousness in which they communed with the forces of the universe. Early shamans first attained this state through the use of such tools as fasting, thirsting, self-infliction of pain, ingestion of hallucinogenic substances, concentration, and so on. Once mastered, these techniques allowed them to gain awareness of other non-physical worlds. Through such awareness shifts, all magical knowledge was obtained. Conference with spirits and deities, plants and animals opened up new vistas of learning. Among their own people, the shamans often shared some of this knowledge, but reserved the rest for personal use. Shamanic lore wasn't for public consumption. Later, shamans advanced in the use of tools to facilitate these awareness shifts, marking the advent of magical ritual. Shamans around the world still use tools such as drums, rattles, reflective objects, music, chants, and dance. Indeed, the most effective shamanic rites are those that utilize both natural and artificial tools: a sighing wind, a roaring ocean, flickering firelight, steady drumbeat, hiss of a rattle. Those combined with darkness and chants eventually overwhelm the senses, forcing a shifting from awareness of the physical world to the vaster realm of energies. Such are shamanic rites that exist to this day. From these primitive beginnings arose all magic and religion, including Wicca. Despite current controversies as to the antiquity of Wicca, it is spiritually descended from such rites. Though refined and changed for our world, Wicca still touches our souls and causes ecstasy, awareness shifts, uniting us with deity. Many of the techniques of Wicca are shamanic in origin. Wicca, therefore, can be described as a shamanic religion. Surprise, surprise, happy Yule. As with shamanism, only a select few feel compelled to enter its circle of light. Hi, how you doing? I'm one of them. Today, Wicca has dropped the ordeals of pain and the use of hallucinogens in favor of chanting, meditation, concentration, visualization, music, dance, invocation, and spiritual ritual drama. With these spiritual tools, the Wicca achieve a state of ritual consciousness, similar to those attained by the most brutal shamanic ordeals. I deliberately used the term alternate states of consciousness. Such changed consciousness states aren't unnatural, but are a deviation from the normal waking consciousness. Wicca teaches that nature includes a broad spectrum of mental and spiritual states, of which most of us are ignorant. Effective Wiccan ritual enables us to slip into such states, allowing communication and communion with the goddess and God. Unlike some religions, Wicca doesn't view deity as distant. The goddess and God are both within ourselves and manifest in all nature. This is the universality. There is nothing that isn't of the gods. A study of shamanism reveals much of the heart of magical and religious experience in general and Wicca in particular. See bibliography for recommended books. With ritual as a means to enter ritual consciousness, the shaman or Wicca constantly expand his or her knowledge, and knowledge is power, which Wicca helps its practitioners to understand the universe and our place within it. At present, Wicca is a religion with many variations. Because it is such a personally structured system, I can only state generalities about its creed and form here, filtered through my experience and knowledge to create a picture of the nature of Wicca. Wicca, in common with many other religions, recognizes deity as dual. It reveres both the goddess and the god. They are equal, warm, and loving, not distant and resident or resident in heaven, but omnipresent throughout the universe. Wicca also teaches that the physical world is one of many realities. The physical is not the absolute highest expression, nor is the spiritual purer than the base. The only difference between the physical and the spiritual is that the former is denser. As in Eastern religions, Wicca also embraces the doctrine of reincarnation, that much misunderstood subject. Unlike some Eastern philosophies, however, Wicca doesn't teach that upon physical death, our souls will reincarnate in anything other than a human body. Also, few of the Wicca believes we began our existence as rocks, trees, snails, or birds before we evolved to the point where we could incarnate as human beings. Though these creatures and substances do possess a type of soul, it's not the sort we humans have. Reincarnation is accepted as fact by many millions in the East and West. It answers many questions. What happens after death? Why do we seem to remember things we've never done in this life? Why are we sometimes strangely attracted to places or people who we've never before seen? Surely reincarnation can't answer all these questions, but it is there for those who wish to study it. This isn't something that should be believed through contemplation, meditation, and self-analysis. Many come to the point where they accept reincarnation as fact. For more information on this subject, see Chapter 10, The Spiral of Rebirth. The Wiccan ideal of morality is simple. Do what you want as long as you harm none, including yourself. This rule contains another unwritten condition. Do nothing that will harm yourself, see? Thus, if you as a Wiccan abuse your body, deny it the necessities of life, or otherwise harm yourself, you're in violation of this principle. You don't eat right, you don't drink enough water, you go crazy on the calorie stuff, that kind of thing. This is more than survival. It also ensures that you'll be in good condition to take on the tasks of preserving and bettering our world. For concern and love for our planet play major roles in Wicca. Now, last I checked, that does not say that this is evil in any way, shape, or form. Some people that claim to be Christians that aren't claim that this is the way it is because they say so. Oh, really? Are you God? Because that's who I would believe. Why should I believe you? I don't know you. You're not a pastor that I've been going to for 10 years, and I have total faith you would never steer me wrong. Wicca is a religion that utilizes magic. Doesn't mean you have to practice it, okay? This is one of its most appealing and unique features. Religious magic? This isn't as strange as it might seem. Catholic priests use magic to transform a piece of bread into the body of a long-deceased savior, Yehoshua. Prayer, a common tool in many religions, is simply a form of concentration and communication with deity. If the concentration is extended, energies are sent out with the thoughts that may in time make the prayer come true. Prayer is a form of religious magic. Surprise! Magic is the practice of moving natural, though little understood energies to effect needed change. In Wicca, magic is used as a tool to sanctify ritual areas and to improve ourselves and the world in which we live. Many people confuse Wicca and magic as if the two words were interchangeable. Wicca is a religion that embraces magic. If you seek only to practice magic, Wicca probably isn't the answer for you. Another fundamental point, magic isn't a means of forcing nature to do your will. This is a completely erroneous idea, fostered by the belief that magic is somehow supernatural, as if anything that exists can be outside of nature. Magic is natural. It is a harmonious movement of energies to create needed change. Most Wiccans don't believe in predestination. If you wish to practice magic, all thoughts of it being paranormal or supernatural must be forgotten. Although we honor and revere the goddess and God, we know that we're free souls with full control and responsibility of our lives. We can't point at an image of an evil god such as Satan and blame it for our faults and weaknesses. We can't blame fate. Every second of each day, we are creating our futures, shaping the courses of our lives. Once a Wiccan takes full responsibility for all that she or he has done in this life and past ones, and determines that future actions will be in accord with higher ideals and goals, magic will blossom and life will be a joy. That perhaps is at the core of Wicca. It is a joyous union with nature. The earth is a manifestation of divine energy. Wicca's temples are flower-splashed meadows, forests, beaches, and deserts. When a Wicca is outdoors, she or he is actually surrounded by sanctity, much as is a Christian when entering a church or cathedral. Additionally, all nature is constantly singing to us, revealing her secrets. Wiccans listen to the earth. They don't shut out the lessons that she is so desperately trying to teach us. Yeah, like stop destroying the world. When we lose touch with our blessed planet, we lose touch with deity. These are some of the basic principles of Wicca. They are the true Wicca. The rituals and myths are secondary to these ideals and serve to celebrate them. The Standing Stones Book of Shadows, or BOS, ritual book, included in section 3 of this book, is a guide to constructing your own ritual. Because these rituals are outer form only, you needn't be chained to them. Change rites as the mood strikes you. As long as the rite attunes you with the deities, all is fine. Don't shut out the physical world in favor of the spiritual or magical realms either. For only through nature can we experience these realities. We are here on the earth for a reason. Do, however, use ritual to expand your awareness so that you are truly at one with all creation. The way is open. The ancient goddess and god await within and around you. May they bless you with wisdom and power. See, if it's so evil, it would not sound anything like that. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. Here we go. Okay, I already read that part. I was looking for the actual ritual. Where are you? La 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 la. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Now, because you were good and you listened open-mindedly to that whole chapter, I will give you a bonus here. But then this is where I'm going to call it quits because Chris might be wanting to come in here and lay down or something, and I can just stop this live. I think I did a lot today and hope that you all like it. So as many positive comments as you want to post of these lives, please do, because it means a lot to me. And keep bringing those followers, hit that like button, the bell icon, join. It don't cost anything to join. Just don't be mean. Don't be a troll. Don't be a problem. Don't be, criticizing and judgmental and all that. This is the ritual of Yule in this book. And I have done this one before too. This was one of the first ones I did. The altar is adorned with evergreens such as pine, rosemary, bay, juniper, and cedar, and the same can be laid to mark the circle of stones. Dried leaves can also be placed on the altar. The cauldron, resting on the altar on a heat-proof surface or placed before it, if too large, should be filled with ignitable spirit, like alcohol, or a red candle can be placed within it. At outdoor rites, lay a fire within the cauldron to be lit during ritual. Arrange the altar, light the candles and incense, and cast the circle of stones. Recite the blessing chant, invoke the goddess and god. Stand before the cauldron and gaze within it. Say these or similar words. I sorrow not, though the world is wrapped in sleep. I sorrow not, though the icy winds blast. I sorrow not, though the snow falls hard and deep. I sorrow not, this too shall soon be past. Ignite the cauldron or candle using long matches or a taper. As the flames leap up, say, I light this fire in your honor, Mother Goddess. You have created life from death, warmth from cold. The sun lives once again. The time of light is waxing. Welcome, ever-returning God of the sun. Hail, Mother of all. Circle the altar and cauldron slowly, clockwise. Watching the flames, say the following chant for some time. The wheel turns, the power burns. Meditate upon the sun, on the hidden energies lying dormant in winter, not only in the earth, but within ourselves. Think of birth not as the start of life, but as its continuance. Welcome the return of the God. After a time, cease and stand once again before the altar and flaming cauldron and say, Great God of the sun, I welcome your return. May you shine brightly upon the goddess. May you shine brightly upon the earth, scattering seeds and fertilizing the land. All blessings upon you, reborn one of the sun. Works of magic, if necessary, may follow. Celebrate the simple feast. The circle is released. Yule lore. One traditional Yuletide practice is the creation of a Yule tree. This can be a living potted tree that can later be planted in the ground, or a cut one. The choice is yours. Appropriate wick and decorations are fun to make, from strings of dried rosebuds and cinnamon sticks, or popcorn and cranberries, for garlands to bags of fragrant spices that are hung from bows. Quartz crystals can be wrapped with shiny wire and suspended from sturdy branches to resemble icicles. Apples, oranges, and lemons hanging from bows are strikingly beautiful natural decorations and were customary in ancient times. Many enjoy the custom of lighting the Yule log. This is a graphic representation of the birth of the god within the sacred fire of the mother goddess. If you choose to burn one, select a proper log, traditionally of oak or pine. Carve or chalk a figure of the sun, such as a rayed disc, or the god, a horned circle, or a figure of a man, upon it with the white-handled knife, and set it alight in the fireplace at dusk on Yule. As the log burns, visualize the sun shining within it and think of the coming warmer days. As to food, nuts, fruits such as apples and pears, cakes of caraways soaked in cider, and for non-vegetarians, pork are traditional fare. Wassail, lamb's wool, hibiscus, or ginger tea are fine drinks for the simple feast or Yule meals. So see, that's Yule from two different perspectives, from two different books. But you see the similarities, but you see the differences too. And it's all in the spirit of, the seasons, the changing of the seasons. Okay. When fall and winter are here, that's the cold days when, the mother is resting because, she's about to give birth. And then that only means birth to the coming spring and summer, which brings more family and more fun and more, good times and happy memories you can all, have together and so on and so forth. But magic is what you make it, guys. I mean, I can't put it any simpler than that. Okay. Magic is what you make of it. Magic is, just don't ever do it to hurt somebody. Don't do it to try and control somebody. And definitely heed my advice when I tell you don't ever do a spell and ask for a certain person, because if that person's attached or not attached, it could blow up in your face so quick, you wouldn't know what hit you until bam, and you're like, what the F was that? This ain't right. This ain't how it's supposed to be. It's like, how do you know? Are you sure? Are you doing it right? Don't bring back a person. Don't bring back a lost love, because I did that. And the downside of it was the guy broke my heart. The upside was I got my son, Michael, out of it. And he's a wonderful person. He's a wonderful man. He's very spiritual like his mama. And now little Noah is following in our footsteps. Yay. So you know what? I promise you this right now. It may take a while for me to find my Bible again, but to balance things out and prove that I am not, in fact, against Christianity and never have been, I will read some Bible stuff on here too. If my son decided to, okay, Mom, go ahead and teach me, there's nothing wrong with learning. Okay. And like I said earlier, it doesn't mean that you're Wiccan or suddenly a witch and you should start walking around telling people that. They're going to look at you like, yeah, right. Make my dick bigger. Like this one little son of a bitch did. And it's like, you know what? Fuck you, ignorant ass. Get off the fucking, I don't even want to get out of my life because you're ignorant. And, you make this out like it's a joke. Well, you're the joke and everybody's laughing at you, man. When you're Wiccan, if you want to give it the most general terminology that you can, that's really going to throw people. They're going to be like, nah, shamans were Indians. Yeah, in the beginning when that was who had incarnated on Earth, and it was time for them to be here. So, yeah, shamanism and Wicca are the same. Tell people if they ask what Wicca is, say it's a shamanic tradition. It's a shamanic belief. It's a shamanic religion. Native American, if you want to say it that way, I have been amongst dark witches, guys, and I defeated one once, but I didn't do it alone. I had my coven, see? We never did an initiation. We never called ourselves a coven or anything of the sort, but we were still family, and they were all magic users as well as me. So, yeah, it was awesome. I was thankful for every one of those guys that was there that night because there was 1, 2, 3, there was 4 of them. And this bitch attacked me for no reason, and she lived right next door to me. Her name was Shar, and she is probably one of, and I say one of, because believe me, there's plenty of them out there, one of the darkest witches I have ever had the misfortune of encountering and meeting, and yeah. Shar and her family are Finnish, and that's F-I-N-I-S-H. It's kind of like a gypsy sort of, I think, religious system in a way. But Shar stole a lot from me, that some of it I will probably never have again, but hope every day that I will suddenly be blessed with the items that I lost, because she used dark magic on me, and it was a dark glamour spell. I never saw the picture because she wouldn't let me totally uncover it with the glitter that it was covered in, because she put it was fairy dust, and she put it in a bowl and she had it buried in it. And then when I took it out once, she said, oh, that's just, I put that in there for some chick that, and she made up some bullshit story and I believed it. You know, I had complete and total faith in her, but yet as I looked at it, even though it was well covered with the fairy dust, I got the feeling that it was a picture of me and my posse, my first coven that I had on my own that just sort of happened, but it didn't go very far because they were teenage kids. So really, I was more just the teacher. You know, I was their guide. They had questions about magic and what it was really all about. I told them. And it's the same exact stuff I'm talking to you about now. It always has been. I'm a natural witch. I was born with abilities. I don't even need to look in a book or study in a book. It just, my power is all within. And it's, you just have to make the personal choice to study it, access it, not be afraid of it. Oh, I keep forgetting. That's got vodka in it. I don't know how I'm going to do on TikTok, but I hope I do okay. Just trying to, 7:45. Wow. We've been on here like 2.5 hours, some odd seconds. But just in case Chris, I don't know if he's wanting to lay down this late or not, and my battery's about to die. So I think we pretty much covered everything we needed to cover. And thanks for all of you that watch this later and give me a nice comment. I would really appreciate it. Let me know you like my content. If you can't say anything nice, please say nothing at all. I took a chance allowing this to be public so anybody could watch and respond. And I'm just glad that my people were the only two that did, because if I would have had it under subs only, that would mean that you would literally have to subscribe to my channel before you would be able to view it, because otherwise you wouldn't. It won't even show up on my community page or anything, I don't think. I don't know. I'm still, fairly new at this. So blessed be, happy Yule, have fun with it, and just read, guys. Read and study and ask questions, because you can learn that way too. Don't do a thing just because others are doing it. Do it for the right reason, meaning especially something like a different religion than what you were used to, than what you have been raised by your whole life. Okay, so love you all. Thank you much. 20 users, yay! Followers, subs. Blessed be. Happy Yule again. Be kind to one another and each other. Stay wild, moon children. May the circle be open yet unbroken. May the love of the goddess ever be in our hearts. Merry meet, merry part, till we merry meet again. Peace.